And we're live. All right. Where is it? Here we
It's alive.
go. It's alive! Excuse us as we do our final checks. Do I have everyone? Are we all good?
I'm here.
Sounds like we just have one of us.
Is my image fine?
I have no idea. No. Fuck.
I literally set them.
It just might need to be refreshed. I'll try it. Huh.
Not working still?
Nah. We'll figure him out. Just give us a sec. I'll refresh him and make sure he's doing okay. Because if you said it, then it's fine.
Okay. Because I just did it again.
Hmm. Oh, there he goes. He's perfect. He's saved. He's back. I'm gonna turn to our stream deck and get us some My Hero stuff up. And I'm also gonna tweet with the button. All right. Are y'all ready?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty.
All right. And we're starting. The last thing that had just happened is you guys had gone back to the dorms, and kind of, you know, flaunted the glory of surviving a very, scary attack from what appeared to be just a random occurrence. You guys happened to be just in the wrong place at the wrong time, you know? Upon waking up, you guys can hear, like, another fair bit of chattering outside. Did everyone sleep all right after that night?
Yeah, I think I was pretty exhausted. I went to bed fine.
Kosuke was definitely knocked out hard.
It was
Yeah,
a tough
Same with Homura.
It was a tough night. All right. So morning routines. What are we following through with? Is everyone slept fine, so no, there's no real change in times of wake up. I'm assuming Kosuke is first.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, typical. Wake up, grab my morning tea.
He's up like a good 10 minutes before them.
Yeah.
Does he? It's his daily routine. He opens up like Ichiro's door, and it's the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm just thinking of that TikTok audio.
which one?
Ah!
The zombie ones?
No, it's just like this snoring that sounds like a dude screaming.
I'm trying to remember what we decided was Yeah, like when Kosuke wakes up, it is a sudden like this. Here we go. No, not what I was looking for. I was looking for the SpongeBob alarm clock. Like this. Please don't be a joke. I'm gonna cry. And then Kosuke gets up.
Kosuke wakes up with exactly 3 blinks before he
Ding, ding, ding.
rises.
It is it's an early morning for him. Yeah, everyone just hops up. There's no real struggle.
Homer struggles to get up every morning, though.
That's fair. What is her like? Is she like a 5 alarm clock person?
Yeah, like wakes up last possible second. Fucking has to lay out her uniform every night beforehand because she has no time to put it on in the morning.
Slides out of bed like under the sheets and comes out in full uniform.
Yeah.
Like a printer.
Upon waking up, all of you guys get a text from the school's administrative number, and it says, "Dear students, as of today, we've successfully repaired a few shuttle buses that had been experiencing issues in the past few days. With this, the number of available shuttles has allowed us to create a more recreational shuttle path. And now we've opened up a noon and afternoon shuttle route that will take you to a nearby mall. Please plan your day accordingly." The mall is like a fair walk away. You guys have been there before, and it is kind of a hike. But now you guys can head there just immediately. Or you can take your usual route.
What day is it?
Today is Wednesday.
So classes start tomorrow.
Correct.
I think we should start getting ready then.
All right.
Are we
So-
heading to the mall again?
What do we do to get ready?
I don't know about y'all, but I need to pick up materials.
Need to get my pencils and erasers.
It's true.
Yeah. You guys can tell that like kids are walking out of their dorms like fully dressed in casual clothing or just uniforms, and they're heading down to the front entrance. You, however, are aware of the fun little back entrance exit, where you can just head out to any of the other areas, but it is going to be like a little hike. You guys want to get your steps in, or you want to take a bus?
I'm always down to get my steps in.
Yeah, we gotta stay fit if we're gonna be heroes.
That's a very good point.
Kosuke?
Yeah, no, we can walk.
All right. And with that, you guys step out. Everyone dressed and ready. There's no like prep time. Just straight out. And that is how we get into the back alleys.
The back rooms.
The back rooms. You guys can, however, see along the street that there is... Ooh, excuse me, I hiccuped very badly. As soon as you walk out on the street, you can see that there is a slew of different spiderwebs and cobwebs, as well as flies caught in said cobwebs, and standing, or more or less sitting, on the top of a headlight, or a street light, at the connecting 4 paths, is a boy just kind of hanging there.
Hanging?
Let me elaborate. He's sitting on a few fair bits of like webbing, and he's just like swinging like a swing set back and forth.
So he's not.
No,
in
he is
pain.
no. He is not.
Okay. Very
Jesus
different
Christ.
picture that I had in my head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Imagine the turn I would have sent you guys on in this campaign.
First like 5 minutes.
I've just feigned you guys into like a fun little hero thing first 2 sessions. 3rd session, I throw you in on it. Yeah. He's literally just sitting on like the top of the street light with like some webbing, and he's like swaying back and forth.
Well, I don't see any reason to bother him.
Kosuke is gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hey man, what you doing?"
You turn around, or he turns his head around to you guys, and you can see that there are 6 eyes. He has his main 2 that are black, and then along underneath are 2 sets of vertical eyes. He takes his hand and he wipes it kind of like how you would if you were like washing your face in the morning. And then all of a sudden his face is particularly more human. You guys can move your characters up. I'm not stopping you. The boy has a short set of wavy bluish purple hair, like a navy. He's wearing his uniform, and the back of his uniform has buttons that have opened up and like fallen back onto his lower waist. And you can see that there is like something moving around underneath his skin. He reaches back and he clips these back onto his shoulder, and he swivels, like moves his legs from one end all the way to the other side, and goes, "Morning.
Howdy.
How you doing for?"
What?
More or less, like he's asking how's you doing? How are you doing? And what
Oh.
can I do you for?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Early morning. Y'all head somewhere?
Maybe.
All right then. Y'all get on. And he swivels back around and starts like swaying his feet back and forth, and you hear like and another bug gets caught in his web underneath.
Something tells me he's got a spider mutant quirk.
I wonder what that could be.
I don't know, guys. I'm just picking up on something here.
I'm an empath, so sensing a lot
I
of.
want to get to the mall, so
Alright.
I'm running past this guy.
All right. You
Yeah, we really have
Bing.
no reason to stick
Yeah, could
around.
all 3 of us just break out into a run to the mall?
yeah. As you guys are running out, Kosuke, you feel your like shoe come off on the ground below. Not directly under, like a few feet passing him. You feel like a and then your shoe just like flies off your foot, and by that I mean you rip it out with almost no force. And you hear him just like
Yeah, like Kosuke is like immediately like flush red.
He upon seeing you turn flush red, like looking at him, he swivels around, and you can see him like trying to stifle laughter.
I'm gonna try and rip my shoe out of the sticky.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna be like, "You're a dickhead, man."
Give me a strength check. And he turns to you and he goes, "Oh, come on, it's just a little fun."
Not when I
Are
can't.
Homura and Ichiro just watching this?
I guess they can. They can totally.
Like, are we like a few feet away?
Yeah, you are a few feet away watching Kosuke. Like,
I kind of just want to see how he handles this.
I got a 6.
you got a 6. All right, yeah. Kosuke grabs hold of like the rim of his shoe and leans back, and he's got like both legs stretched forward, and you hear like, and he pulls webbing off of the bottom of the shoe. There's like a clump of web. And as soon as you get it off, you don't like stumble or anything, but you pull it off and you throw your hand up with the amount of force that you're putting into pulling it. And you can see him like covering his mouth, even though he knows you can see him, but he's just like, he's not clear. There's no clear malintent. He seems to just be having a little fun.
Yeah, Kosuke's just gonna like as soon as he gets his shoe clear, he's gonna throw it back on and kind of storm away,
Okay.
annoyed.
Yeah, he watches you and goes, "Don't forget your other shoe," and waits for you to react.
What do you mean, my other shoe?
Does Kosuke look down at his other shoe?
Yeah.
All right, he he just starts laughing. He gives you like a major look, and like almost falls backwards off of the street lamp, laughing at you.
Yeah.
kind of beefed on you, bro.
He did. I don't know.
He's just fucking around. Yeah, he almost like falls
got
out
my
of
ass.
yeah, kind of almost falling off the street lamp. But yeah, you guys head down the road, and there's
No, right before Homer, when they group up, she's gonna say like comment to them loud enough for this guy to hear.
Mhm.
Man, this guy's got nothing better to do.
He hears this, and as he's like leaning back, you see him descend from like a string, and he's lowering himself upside down with his like legs sprawled out. And you just hear back like a "you'd be right," and then he just and like lets go and lands standing up on the pavement, and begins to like skip away down back towards the dorms.
Honestly, I gotta remember that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, at that, Homer is just kind of like, oh, okay. Like, fair
Yeah.
enough, I guess.
Yeah. You
What a
guys.
strange individual.
Seriously. You guys take your little trip off now, and you guys are walking. There's a sequence of about 30 to 40 minutes where you guys are just straight walking. You're passing over bridges, you're passing by alleys, streets, city skyscrapers, the whole shebang. And finally, you see that there is a very exclusive, very exciting event going on at the mall, being advertised right in the front. That giant green sign that you see has the words "New Grand Opening Cat Cafe."
Dear Mother of God.
There is the sound of chattering like resounding through the mall. There are a lot of people here to see this cat cafe.
What do we gotta do?
It points you in the direction down at the side, and you can see that over towards, I guess, your right, there is a holographic arrow that keeps moving downward and repeating, kind of like a guiding post. There is also celebratory chandeliers with different like confettis and other things hanging on all sides of the main areas of the lobby.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the end part of that?
There is a bunch of different little chandeliers hanging in the lobby. I mean, they're still sizable, but they all have like they're not lit. They just have a bunch of confetti hanging off of them, as well as a bunch of like grand opening and cat cafe, and then a bunch of emojis and other things of little cats. And they are all here to celebrate.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I love cats, so I'm going.
No,
Ye-
I definitely want to go to that cat cafe.
Yeah.
I love it. It's in
Don't
full
worry.
agreement.
Yeah, we came here to get like school supplies, but change of plans.
Yeah.
Ichiro's just in line waiting patiently.
All right, you get down to the bottom area, or the far right area of the mall, or in this case on the map it is the bottom. There is a mass of people gathered outside of the cat cafe, all clamoring to get inside. It doesn't open for another 10 or so minutes. There is a policeman here who's just here to keep order. He turns around upon you guys approaching and goes, "Wait a second. Haven't I seen you guys before?"
Nope. Are you in line, sir?
He gives you guys like a very like held, disdained look. And he starts scratching his chin. He leans closer into Ichiro and he goes, and he finally takes a moment and goes, "Well," and he goes, "No, I'm just here to guard." And he like steps over to the side to let you guys in on the line. But he's got like his baton unclipped.
Weirdo.
Do you guys want to give me some perception checks real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Six.
I'm trying to
6?
find perception. What
That's
is it?
understandable.
I got a 3.
Okay. Ichiro, you can
11.
Oh! Ichiro, you see inside the cat cafe, you like there's a slew of different like fat and round cats along with like some nearby chairs and like drink services. and you can hear through the glass just like a clamoring of Kosuke, as you're kind of sitting here watching, you look over beyond the crowd and you notice that there's just a man standing out just outside of the crowd. He's covering himself like with a mask. He's got his hood on. He's wearing sunglasses, and every time, like, as soon as you glance over at him, he, looking at you, turns back towards the cat cafe and pulls his hood kind of like over his face. Homura, you, on the complete other end of the spectrum, turn around to see the rest of the mall. At the farthest end of the mall, like at the far end near the clothing section and the empty mall like store area, there is a man who is like lumbering around in an odd way of walking. He's got like a dragging limp, and he's leaned up against the wall as he's like moving side to side. He looks unsure of where he's going.
What's up with that dude? I'm just gonna nudge them both. Point.
But you push Kosuke and it hits Ichiro.
Ow!
There's a weird guy over here too.
Great.
As you guys are inspecting this, you notice that a nearby woman like runs up from outside of one of the bathrooms or the areas directing towards the bathrooms. Where the fuck did I put her? She's on, there we go. She runs up from the side of one of the bathrooms and she goes, "Are you in line for the cat cafe?"
Yes, ma'am.
She goes, "Awesome. Can you watch my son for a moment?" And she like puts her son down on the floor next to you. And then takes off towards the area of the bathroom again.
Wait, how old is this kid?
He's he's around like 4.
What the?
He turns to you and he goes, "You have green hair."
Yes. Thank you.
He like immediately moves over to Ichiro and stands like next to him.
How's it going, little guy?
My mom says I'm not allowed to talk to strangers.
Okie dokie.
He's just like, all of the things that are coming out of his mouth are exactly what you'd picture like a 4 to 5-year-old to say. And he looks at you and goes, "Have you ever seen a cat before?"
Yeah.
A few.
He goes, "Furry."
Is he calling
know
me a
what that
furry, or
is.
is he just describing
No,
a cat?
that's kind of up for Ichiro to decide.
They are furry, you're right.
Gross.
What?
As soon as you say what, he sneezes into his arm and then he like wipes it on Ichiro's pant leg.
Ugh.
Can I just like wiggle away from him?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, how is he? Is he like subtly wiggling? Is he like moving? Like, how's he doing it?
He's just gonna sidestep.
All right. As soon as you sidestep, the kid moves in like inches closer to Kosuke.
That's okay.
He goes, "Do you play Call of Duty?"
No.
The kid
Or
looks
even entertaining.
Yeah, the kid looks dumbfounded. And as soon as that happens, you hear a celebratory set of pops, and then all of a sudden the door slides open, and the large crowd of people like rush inside.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, he's coming with us.
Are you taking him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
We've
he
been
has to.
waiting.
All right. Yeah. Are you guys? So you guys go in. He's following Kosuke right now. I'm gonna put him on Kosuke because you can do that to things now. Where
Oh, I moved me.
it's okay. Now whenever you move, he'll come with you.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah, the rest of you can move as well. It's totally up to you. As soon as you walk in, you hear like, "Yeah, hello," and a bunch of different young workers are like moving around holding like little cats. There's cats in bins. There is a far off section. Oof, I'm hiccuping awfully. There's a small like off section of the store just nearby where you can purchase drinks, more specifically like a set of boba tea or like regular tea and coffee. And there's a lady behind the counter who's making the drinks. But no, it's just a bunch of different people grabbing at and petting these cats. And the kid like holding on to Kosuke's like uniform shirt, like pulls him closer towards the cat that's standing on the edge, and moves to pet it.
Yeah, I just let that happen.
All right. Soon as he starts petting this cat, he starts sneezing abhorrently. Rapid fire, just and he's like his head is spinning as he's doing not spinning but like moving side to side, and he's like stumbling backwards, and he stumbles back into you. He turns up to look at you, and his face is just like a bright red.
Fuck.
He goes, I don't like cats. And he like looks like he's about to throw up.
Do I notice this?
Yeah.
I think we got to get this kid out of here. As much as I like pet cats.
That's fair.
Why was this mom bringing her kid to the a cat cafe?
Wait, I have such a good idea.
What is it?
We dump the kid on the cop outside.
Oh my god, your
Ooh.
mind.
Shift the blame or responsibility.
It's his job.
I like how there's no question in Kosuke's mind whether or not there was going to be a problem after this. So he said shift the blame.
All right, yeah, no, let's definitely try to do that.
All right. You guys,
Officer, this kid's having an allergic reaction.
the kid with a fully like inflated set of cheeks turns and is like, I don't like cats. And like, are all of you going out there, or is it just Kosuke?
Just Kosuke.
Just Kosuke.
Soon as this happens, the policeman like reaches toward the kid, and the mom shows up once again. She goes, "Oh my god, thank you so much for watching my son." And then she looks
How
at
about you don't... Oh fuck, Homer's not there. I forgot.
she looks at Kosuke and then looks at her kid and goes, "What happened?
He touched a cat.
Why did you let him touch a cat? He's allergic to cats." And she like takes her kid.
He didn't tell me he was allergic to cats.
Where did he touch a cat? And then she looks over and sees that there's a cat cafe, and she goes, "Oh no." She goes, "No, we were going to the electronics store. I just needed to go to the bathroom really quick. I'm so sorry." And the kid's like, like trying to breathe. And she hands him like a small tablet. And you can see he takes in like a full breath of air. And the cop goes, "Son, I think it's best you just leave." And ushers him like he
Yeah.
like pulls the door back to let Kosuke back into the cat cafe. the mother
Bitch.
Wow.
the mother disappears into the mall, and you guys are fully welcome to continue petting cats.
Well, that was
She's lucky
really
Homer
weird.
wasn't there.
Huh?
She's lucky Homer wasn't there.
She would have killed her.
Homer definitely would have had something to say.
Yeah, you guys are sitting along these. Who's doing what with cats? There's 2 pens of cats in the middle of the store, and you can just reach down and pet them. There's several different loads of fat ass cats that are just chilling here. A few people have gone over and they are just buying drinks and petting cats. And there seems to be a man who's like previously was stalking around the store, who is trying to find a cornered off section of the store. Is Homura moving? Homura.
This one is my friend.
All right.
The gray one.
You pick him up.
Yes.
The shifty older man is just like leaning his hand on the sidebar of this cat pen, continuing to have his hat, hood, sunglasses, and mask drawn.
Okay. Petting cat.
Okay. Ichiro, Kosuke,
Also petting cats.
understand.
This is incredible.
Yeah. This one's definitely like here. But yeah.
Wait.
Kosuke, because this is the one that he noticed, he's keeping an eye on him. Kinda, like, an occasional glance.
You see him reaching down into the pen, and he brings down his mask, and he gets his hand underneath one of the cats to start to like pick it up. And you can see like beads of sweat dropping down from where his mask was previously covering.
I start slowly inching towards him.
All right, here I'll make. Yeah, I think actually if you move with this, the cat will move with you. Yeah. There we go. Now whenever you guys move, the cats will come with you. As you're inching closer, he leans down and he's got the cat in his arms. He like pulls it into a baby hold, and he's like petting it in the back of the neck. And he starts to like walk over to the other side of the store where Homura is, as he notices you getting closer.
I he doesn't follow him anymore, but he keeps watching him.
The man starts to like avoid the crowd and moves to like walk towards the exit of the store.
This dude's trying to steal a cat.
A literal cat burglar.
Does Homer notice him?
That's a question of is Homura not focused on this cat right now?
Yeah, she is.
Give me a control check. Does she have or no, give me a reaction check. Is she as like 5? You like as you're petting this cat, you hold it up, and you're like, "Who is she? Is she giving it the like, who's the cutest cat ever?" Or is she like trying to be subtle about it?
No, yeah, she is.
And she like while holding this thing up in front of her, looks behind the cat and sees that the man is moving towards the door with a cat like under his arm. As soon as Homer yells, he darts out of the cat cafe with a cat in hand.
Oh fuck.
Kosuke's gonna try and run after him.
Does he want to see if he can give me an acrobatics check? Or no, not acrobatics. What is it? A athletics, and see if he can jump over this cat bin and make it a little bit farther.
Sure.
All right. Is Ichiro moving?
He was enthralled with the cats, but upon seeing Kosuke and Homura start moving, then he's just gonna follow it. He knows if something's going on, he's just gonna follow.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a 5.
Yeah. You're successfully able to vault over this thing. Is he like dropping a flip on us or?
Just like a standard vault.
Hops over, just hup, and takes off, and you guys get to about where Kosuke is, before the man like turns around to see you guys, and immediately takes off and trips, dropping the cat onto the ground, and it's kind of like scampering to figure out where it's going. And as that happens, you see the policeman kind of run after with you guys. And he's just like, please, no, I need it.
What the hell?
Bro, just adopt. You don't gotta steal.
He goes, you don't understand. This is my cat. You guys can move up to him if you want. He's just on the ground.
Well,
Yeah.
why is he in the cafe then?
My wife and I had a pretty nasty fight the other week. I guess I just sent her too far. She gave my cat up. When I tried to go get it, they had already given it away. And the cop breaks through in between Homer and Kosuke, and he's like, all right, you're coming with me. And he grabs hold of the man's arm and like rips him up off the ground.
Can we take the cat back to the cafe?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the cat's name, sir?
His name was Frog.
Ichiro gives him kind of like the, like the Tanjiro pity look.
Yeah, like the not pity, like kind of disgusted look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the cat, I don't know, respond to Frog at all?
So as someone who's never owned a cat, I have to ask this question because I intended to say yes. But do cats normally respond to their
Only
name?
if they want to. They
Yeah.
usually know their names though.
He turns to it, he goes, "Frog!" And then the cat, like, jerks its head over to him, and gives, like, a soft, like, "Ah."
Well,
I don't know.
Well, I'm on his side.
I don't know,
Yeah.
officer. That's pretty compelling evidence.
He goes, "The cat looked at him. What do you mean?"
Did you
No.
hear that meow?
He did a little meow.
That meow was pretty convincing. He...
You're probably gonna want to talk to the owner of the store regardless, though.
Fair enough. The policeman goes, all right, listen. We'll talk to the owner of the store, see if we can get this sorted out. You kids, go about your day, please. And he goes, I need to go talk to this guy. Can you guys take the cat back to the cat cafe?
Yes, sir. He's already holding the cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh fuck.
Hold on. There we go. She. Wait, is your thing set? It is. There we go. Kosuke, Ichiro, heading back to the cat cafe.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. Let me see something. Okay. Yeah. You guys head back into the cat cafe. There is like a bunch of people that upon entering with the cat, the group of people inside like cheers for you guys. They're just like, "Woo! They got that cat back! Yeah!" And you hear someone be like, "I love that fat piece of shit!" And they like are pointing at the cat in Homura's arms. Just
Hey.
just love all around, if that's what you'd call it. Or any the owner actually walks up to you guys, specifically Kosuke at first, and she's like, "Thank you guys so much for helping. Here, have a drink on the house. What would you guys like?" And there's, she brings you over to like the back table. Homura is, I guess, still holding the cat. And along the back wall there is a bunch of different. Oh, okay. There's a bunch of different like lattes, cappuccinos, drinks of the boba variety, or coffee variety, or tea variety. Is anyone interested in a free drink?
Boba.
Boba?
Yeah. Taro boba.
Mm.
This is all new to Ichiro.
Yeah. Is he a little overwhelmed by this?
Yeah, he's looking around like a scared kid.
Ah!
What should I get?
Any suggestions from the friends?
You should definitely try boba.
What is boba?
It's tea,
Chewy balls.
but it's got balls in it.
And they're chewy.
What kind of balls?
I just told you. They're chewy ones.
What does that mean?
Tapioca.
Oh, alright, I'll have one of those.
All right. She watches you guys like talk for the moment, and she's ringing you up. She turns and throws a machine on, and it starts shaking 2 different drinks. She hands you guys all different drinks that have been ordered, and all of them give you guys a little stamina boost. Not that it's really necessary, but if you want to, you can add like 2 bonus temporary stamina. And that is when you hear the sound that reverberates through the mall. There is the smashing of granite.
The smashing
Alright.
of granite?
Yes.
Where's there granite in this mall? How do we know what granite sounds like?
It's the smashing of stone. I should have been less specific considering Ichiro, but
Makes sense.
That must be granite.
he like licks the air. Granite, for sure.
I've broken a lot of things.
All right.
Um,
The entire store goes silent, and you can see a few cats have kind of done the little shake, where they all turn their heads towards the front of the door, and one of them in your hands, Homura, like jumps out and hides behind the back counter.
Oh man.
Fuck. You guys feel just a deep sense of unnerving as the entire mall seems to go silent after this. The sound of distant crowds and ramblings throughout the entirety of the area have just fallen. It's actually shocking considering the amount of people at the given mall.
yeah.
So, how much
oh.
do you guys want to bet that it's a villain?
I probably wouldn't bet too much because I think I'd lose. Because I think it is a villain.
You're both kind of giving this half fun vibe of like this is gonna be fine, but deep down you know there's something else, a little bit worse.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to check outside in the hall of the mall?
Yeah, I assume
Definitely.
once we're done bantering, we're gonna run out into the mall.
All right. Head on outside the door and give me perception checks.
I accidentally grabbed a cat. What the hell?
7.
All of you run outside and slide. You can hear like as like sneakers slide against the linoleum tiles, and for some reason Ichiro's just like holding a cat.
Whoops. Sorry.
Throws it back in.
Yeah, he just like long shots it into the pile.
Crashing sounds.
Yeah.
Wax breaking.
Several people yelling. It just continues in a slew of different sound effects.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, Kosuke got a 7, you
I
got a
an
3.
8.
Kosuke and Homura, you both see at the far end of the mall. Homura, the guy you had seen earlier, is now larger than he was before. He is no longer moving back and forth, but moving very slowly toward a woman who's holding a child. You guys all recognize this, except for Ichiro, who can kind of hear it, that this is the woman from before. She is backing up as her child is on the ground. They've both fallen onto like their butt, and they're like scooting backwards. And the man against the wall who's moving towards them is making an indistinguishable like mouth sound. His head is leaned downward, like it's facing down, and one of his arms is gigantic. It reaches well off his body and almost like Donkey Kong moves him forward with like his big fist.
Why the fuck is she back in public already?
What do you mean?
She just got traumatized like yesterday.
Oh no, this is the woman who asked you to hold her kid.
Oh my god. I thought you meant the woman.
No.
Okay. Different woman.
Different woman, different damsel in distress.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna book it over there.
All right.
We gotta do something.
You get it about halfway to the side of the mall. So you get past the first bench that you guys would pass, and you have to stop. Because I need reaction checks.
Where's that
Alright.
shitty cop?
He had taken the other man out to speak with him about his almost crime.
Great.
I'm
Were
not
you
making this easy on you guys.
Reaction?
Yeah, so
I
get
got
up to here if you can.
Okay, I got a 6.
All right.
I also got a 6.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's the roll?
Reaction.
Three.
Awesome. I'm gonna put Ichiro in the middle of you guys, for simplistic sake. Ichiro, well, actually, all three of you, you run up to the bench, and that is when you hear a low grumbling that sounds like it's reverberating through a slimy substance. And then all of a sudden, the sound of something whistling through the air. Homura and Kosuke, you both duck and roll into nearby medical and snack vendors. And Ichiro, you feel the full force of a giant trash can completely thrown against you, and it slides down with you about 10 feet down the hall. You take 4 damage, and you can feel the wind getting knocked out of you. All of you roll d20.
Ichiro!
Fine.
He's fine.
I got a 4.
All right. This is literally like what it feels like. He sees the thing coming down, and it's just like, as he slides across the floor. So what did everyone get for their 20s?
14.
Damn, I got a 2.
4.
Damn. So,
Please let that guy get a
14
1.
to... Oh, that's not for... Never mind.
Oh, okay, different d20 roll.
Excuse me for a second, because I have to change, the music. Just to be more thematic, you know?
Whoa.
I also need to do something really quick that, I think people will be excited about.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, just, if you can, check your messages. Alright, Ichiro, everyone, roll for speed, alright? He's also gonna do the same.
Okay.
So he is rolling with 1d6. And he got a 2.
I got a 5.
4.
6.
Oh! Wow, that was perfect! So Homura got 4, Ichiro got 6, and Kosuke got 5. Oh, sorry, I'm lining up so we can keep track.
Am I just laying here with this thing on top of me?
Well, you're first, so no. How does he react to this?
He's just gonna throw it off.
All right. He launches the thing off, and it slams into a nearby, like, confectionery, shelf, and, like, a bunch of stuff, mainly just bags of chips, like, fall off. And you can hear, like, hey! Yeah, the first thing he sees is, the kid that he saw earlier just sobbing his eyes out as his mom and him back up.
Where are... Oh, they're over there on the other end?
Yes.
They're
Okay.
like way up there.
Well, we gotta help them.
All right.
Damn, Ichiro, you really threw that thing.
I'm sorry. You guys gonna come with me or not?
Yeah, we're gonna go. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
All right. All 3 of you can move at once if you're all in agreement on it. Well, you can only go so far, Alex. I'd say the rule of 6 applies. So, as long as you're able to move 6 big squares, not like the little ones. You
Oh,
do not
yeah,
have to
I was about
follow
to
the
say.
tile. You do not have to follow the little
Goddamn.
tiles. I will use this as a centerpiece.
I have moved 6.
Awesome.
I have
Amazing.
moved 6 blocks.
6 blocks. And as that happens, you see he attempts to throw another trash barrel. So he is aiming at the closest person, which would be Kosuke. So Kosuke, give me a reaction. You can hear like a whistling of like
8.
8. Yeah, you see this thing flying at you at like Mach speed. and as it does so, you simply like dodge back out of the way, moving off to the side as it flies by and slams into the medical store's glass. It's stuck halfway in.
Close one.
All right, Ichiro.
I'm gonna keep trying to get at this guy.
All right, everybody can move forward. He sees you coming, and you can hear a mutterance of like, "Don't come closer!" And it bubbles through this black sludge that you can now see adorning his face. It shapes and morphs to be a disgruntled and terrifying caricature. It has like this comedically frowny face, and it's only highlighted by the lights of the mall that burned down on it. Has everyone... Homer, do you want to move?
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's okay. And after that, she is also backing up with him, so she's getting closer, as well as the gentleman with the disproportionately large arm. You can see his other arm is reaching out, and it's starting to like inflate to a terrifying degree. And you hear like a thundering boom as the second arm comes down, like fully formed into these two gigantic iron anchorish arms. And that's when he grabs a nearby, where did it go? Cone that he just finds on the ground. Or a flurry of cones that have been guarding off a nearby wet spot, and he's firing all of them off at Ichiro and Homura. So Homura, you're going to dodge, or you're both going to give me reactions as these are like flying at you.
6.
6?
Yes.
All right. Ichiro?
Me as well, right?
Yeah.
3.
All right. 3. Ichiro, you take 2 points of damage as this cone like thunk and gets stuck on your head perfectly. It rings your neck back, but you like kind of pull back forth and keep moving. Homura, these just narrowly miss by the side of you and like flop and plop onto the ground just beyond where you had been running. And we're back at the top of the turn order. So Ichiro.
I'm gonna move up. He's pretty far.
He's running up with the cone on his head.
Can I see under it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I like adjust it so my eyes are peeking out from underneath it, and I'm wearing it like a hard hat.
Okay.
And I want to try and run over towards this corner so I can get closer without getting more things thrown at me.
Okay. Kosuke and Homura?
Yeah, I'll also approach that wall.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is there
I think I
anyone
can make it actually.
around us other than these people? Like any bystanders?
There are people hiding in stalls, and there is a group that's hiding like a little behind this bench or underneath the bench that you see. But there doesn't seem to be like any kind of movement. Like they're all stopped and shocked.
Can I like shout at people to call a hero?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like maybe in the nearest store?
Well, no, the group that's underneath the bench. Do you want to move up?
Yeah.
The group that's near Kosuke and under the bench, as well as the music store, is like the closest to you. And there are people that are like dialing their phones.
Okay. Boink.
Oh my gosh, no. Please don't. Alright. As he moves forward, the woman like finally gives up on her advances backwards, and she pushes her kid out. The kid takes a running bolt as he sees Ichiro. And as soon as he turns through the corner, he sees Kosuke and like dives into Kosuke's arms and tackles Kosuke like about a foot back. He's giving Kosuke a slurry of bye Bob, and he's pointing behind himself, and there's like snot and tears coming out. He can't seem to like get his words out properly.
Yeah, Kosuke's just like a. I know. We're gonna get her.
All right. Ichiro.
Well, now we have to make sure that like this kid is safe first and foremost. I guess Kosuke, can you keep him safe over like behind this cover?
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Does Ichiro have an idea?
Not at all. But Homura, can we take this beast out? Is he like a rampaging man?
Both of his arms are gigantic, like flush red down to the fingernail. They're about the size of his body and just as thick. He's now walking on his knuckles because his legs barely touch the ground.
Oh.
I have no clue what to do about this.
Yeah, we can't beat him, but we can fucking do something till people get here.
Are there people on this bench here?
They're underneath the bench.
Okay. Can I like motion to try and get them over here, like evacuate people?
Yeah, give me a persuasion.
All right, 1 sec. It's a 2d6. That's a little exciting. Seven.
7? Yeah. What are his encouraging words? How does he convince these people that he's going to take care of things?
It's safer over here. Come on.
Can you move Ichiro right now? I think.
If he's under something, you
Yeah.
have to use the selection tool and then like highlight and then you
Oh,
can move
oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure you were able to move him. Get his fucking cone on. All right, these people all like pile out from underneath the bench and start moving towards you guys, and move past you, heading past the music shop, and like all splitting up and hiding amongst various different stores.
Perfect. Now we can not have people get hurt.
Correct.
Well, we only have to worry about the mom.
Wait, is this the same pregnant lady?
No, this is
No,
the mom who's.
Also what I thought.
They just use the same picture.
Okay, yeah, that confused me. Sorry.
I don't have a lot of citizen pictures. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Yeah, Homura and Kosuke. Homura and Ichiro, sorry. You two, or no, he's up, but then it's going to be you two. He uses his like foot that's hanging off of the floor, and he kicks the woman nearby and slams her back into a bench, and starts moving towards her with like clear malicious intent to kill.
The hell? What's this man's problem? How about I ask him?
Do you want to ask him?
Fuck's your problem, man?
He just turns back and gives you a like deep guttural like "Shut up!" and it bubbles over this black sludge covering his face.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys get a very clear
More
view.
black sludge.
All right, Ichiro, Homura.
I don't know if we can take him out, but we can at least get her out of here.
Mhm.
That's also what I was thinking, my man.
Does Kosuke want to use his turn to move like the kid out of there?
Yeah, no, I wanna try and coax him to go into like the game store.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check. But he's holding on to you. Both his arms are wrapped around your waist. And he's clearly doesn't want to budge from the spot, and he's got his eyes locked on his mom around the corner.
All right, hold on. Let me do this roll.
Ichiro, Homura, you guys can move up if you'd like.
I'm going to move like against the wall behind Kosuke.
Where he can
I
see
got
you?
it.
Oh, are you not going to go up and get the mom?
I think we need a little bit more of a plan instead of just like rushing in there, because then I think we're all gonna get beat.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
All right. After you... Yeah, Kosuke, what is your roll?
I got a 4.
Yeah, that's enough. The kid
Okay.
is like, but, and you just are like, we gotta move.
Yeah, like, I want to reassure him that we're going to save his mom.
Okay.
And give him a gentle push towards the game store.
All right. He lets go of you and at a breakneck speed tears off in the direction of the game store. Are you following with him?
Yeah, I wanna.
If you're following with him, he's got like your hand in his, and he stops to turn back and see his mom. The guy with his arms like embiggened begins ripping up nearby benches, and he's like throwing them into other nearby stores as they crash through the glass, and he slams his fist down on the ground, and everybody falls onto their butts as the area in the entire surrounding mall thuds and shakes underneath you, and you guys lose your footing. Ichiro.
Like the floor's giving out?
No, like the floor was just shaken.
Youch.
Ichiro, it is your turn.
Alright,
Oh, wait, sorry. I forgot to mention. He just didn't take an action. That was just a description of his moves. He walks up, and he raises a fist, and he's got his arms growing in a larger and larger size. And it's not an explosive amount of difference, but he's cocking his fist back as if he's going to land a blow on this woman.
okay, I'm gonna charge in.
All right.
So let's
Just
see.
move yourself. I need you to do this for me. Ichiro, I want you to tell me what is going through his mind as he turns this corner and begins to run.
He's seeing this fist come up, and he's really only thinking about if he can stop it or not.
All right. That is a hefty question on his mind, I'm assuming. It's a very dangerous position to be in. As he turns the corner, he feels, everybody in your group feels a wave of energy press over you. And Ichiro, you felt this before, but this all of a sudden inverts this. Everybody who is with you feels the warm energy that they had felt days prior. And with that, Kosuke, Homura, you guys feel this, again, warm tingle that goes down your hands, down your legs, up your spine, into your head. Kosuke, you and Homura are like a little fear sweat, you know? There's a lot going on, but you just hear the sound of thud. You turn to see Ichiro has fallen face first onto the ground. Reactions?
Oh shit.
He shouts out Ichiro's name again, like he did when he got hit with a vending machine.
Alex, Ichiro, really. Your body stops listening to you, and for an agonizing moment, you topple to the ground, coughing and wheezing for air. A cold pulse chokes that last bit. A cold pulse chokes that last bit of air out of your lungs as you writhe on the ground, and your head feels like it's about to explode. When all of a sudden, two sudden iron-like horns split from the side of your skull, and you feel your muscles scream out, not in pain, but in a blaze of energy. And I sent you your quirk and its sudden abilities. But you grow out these giant longhorn horns outside of the side of your head, and you physically grow in mass.
Somehow.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading this.
The villain, or I guess controllee, brings his fist back and goes to slam down on this woman just as you're about to reach her.
Ichiro can kind of just feel that this is natural. These are new, but he's felt like he's had this in his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to use them for something good finally and ram into the man's fist.
All right. Are you
I
gonna?
like to think that the cone is on one of the horns.
Yeah. Do you want to use your mode, the bull mode?
Yes.
All right. Ichiro runs in front of this woman and tanks this hit full. This giant fist brings itself down, and it stops completely on Ichiro's side shoulder. The woman in shock steps up and starts running as this giant fist continues to try and push, but cannot get any farther than Ichiro's person. He pulls his fist back and sees there's a boy with big bull horns who's holding his hand steady. He just goes, "Get off!" And he tries to swat at you, and he can't get you off his hand, and he can't get his hand off of you.
I'm gonna need to get you out of here, buddy.
Do you want to give me an attack?
Yes, I'm gonna try and knock him out, so I'm gonna
Alright.
try and go for a targeted strike.
All right. So with your hard hitter, all of your starter level power basic attacks get another dice of damage.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2d4 plus power.
Correct.
Alright, so let's see. 20, 17.
17 works.
Let's go. Alright.
Where are you targeting?
So his arms are clearly pretty durable, so I'm gonna try and hit him in his gut.
All right. You take your fist, and with this whole new swelling power, you lurch it back and then bring it forward, and you can see the pressure of air shoot out of this man's gullet. Like you hit him square in the chest, and all of the air that was inside his body exits and like gives you a cold breeze. This bubble of sludge like grows out and pops as the air pressure like throws the hair on your face back. And he falls limp for a second as more slime seems to infest his insides. And then all of a sudden his chest pops back out, taking in a full breath. And you can hear like, help, and there's a slimy cover as it fills his throat.
This is the same black goop, right?
Correct.
Yikes. I yell back and relay that information to Kosuke and Homura.
So you guys...
Homura's jaw is on the floor.
Yeah, you guys see Ichiro turns back to you guys with these giant longhorn like spikes sticking out of the side of his head. And from his behind, you can see that there's a little tail. How are you guys feeling?
Just like,
Jeez.
oh my god, Ichiro.
What?
Like comically confused, jaw on the floor.
You have a quirk.
What?
It's just confusion all around.
Yeah, Ichiro's just standing there like, now only realizing that he tanked the hit that he wasn't expecting to tank. And being told he has a quirk, I guess he would begin to feel the weight of these horns on his head now.
He's got one of the cones hanging off.
He's definitely like taking this chance to like feel them and kind of, get the idea of what's going on. Is this guy like, I don't know, waiting for me?
No, it's just not his turn. It's Kosuke and Homura's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running this kid into the game store.
Okay.
I don't even know what to do.
Fair enough. I don't blame you.
How-
Does she want to move?
What's the state of the other guy? Like, is he?
Do you want to give a call to someone?
What do you mean?
Do you want to
Like
call
on my
him?
phone?
Yeah, you have your phone.
Haven't people already called the heroes though?
Well, yeah, but I was gonna say if you wanted to. So yes. Kosuke, Ichiro, Homura. I will say there's a little bit of I feel like preparation that you guys need to take as people, but also as characters because as soon as does Homura like at least think about pulling her phone out?
Yeah.
There is a sudden thundering shatter of ground outside of the mall. and then you guys hear the sound of a wall smashing in. And that is because someone has arrived. You hear a like hearty laughter of like ha ha, as all of a sudden, sliding down into the main foyer, a man standing at a like cool 7 feet walks through, passes by the fountain, passes by Homura, passes by Kosuke, and is watching as Ichiro is holding this villain off by himself. And he goes, "Heroic young man, truly exemplary." And he, like, flashes forward. Ichiro, you turn to see that the symbol of peace is standing next to you. The large figure.
Ichiro has nothing. He's awestruck.
The man who is standing with his fist on you and the black sludge across his face makes no reaction other than, like, to reach back and punch him. And there is a as all of a sudden the man goes flying back into the wall, disappearing from necessarily not sight, but like all vision, as a dust cloud appears all over that area of the mall. He looks down and goes, "Son, I'm glad to say that we have people like you going to UA. And there's no need to worry, for I am here." Ichiro, like, throws up.
Yeah, no, all of this adrenaline is hitting him now, and he's...
Does he actually?
No, God. He's just, like, very confused.
Understandable. How about the rest of y'all?
Homer's now pogging.
Okay.
I feel like when All Might, like, punched the guy, she just automatically just went, "Yes!" Like,
Yeah,
not
baby,
too
that's what I've been
loud.
waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as Kosuke sees All Might run past him, he's gonna book it back towards where everyone was.
Okay. There is a resounding clapping coming through the entire mall as cheers roar out. You know what follows after this. There is boundless amounts of officers that step inside to the mall, and they all start like pouring in, looking over. They're going into different stores, and again, as it follows, you guys are immediately called out for questioning, if that's even the correct term at this point. More of just like an eyewitness account. I'm going to move cops all over the place. So you have each an individual cop that approaches you, a cop that takes the woman, a cop that grabs the boy, a cop in essentially every sector of this area. And there is cops surrounding the guy at the end of the hall.
Yeah, that only makes sense.
All Might, again, looks at Ichiro and thanks him for his time here, and says, "I must be off. Now, remember,
Thank you.
stay in school." And he looks like he's, like, sweating as you hear, like, and there's, like, a fair bit of steam, and with that, he leaps and bounds out of the mall, disappearing and, like, jumping through the front doors. And we have reached the end of this encounter. Yeah. Ichiro, Kosuke, Homura, you guys are brought into the similar areas for questioning. First things first is, what happened here?
Ichiro just starts rambling off everything, like a mile a minute.
They're like, okay, I see you. Okay. They're like, now, son, you're saying you protected that woman?
Yeah, I guess I did.
And you used your quirk to do it? Son, I'm gonna go ahead and need your identification. And he, like, holds out his hand, and asks for a few bits of info on you, where you live, etc. Kosuke, Homura, the cops are asking you guys questions like, what was the start? Like what happened first? What was the catalyst to this very uncomfortable situation? This assault on the mall.
Well, we were in the cat cafe.
Uh-huh.
We heard a very loud noise,
Uh-huh.
and that dude was about to attack that woman.
I see. All right. Thank you, ma'am. You're free to go. And he like walks off to help talk to the other woman.
Forgot
Kosuke?
to mention he was throwing trash cans at us.
I think they can as
You
you
can tell.
as you say that, like he like one of them is like looking at the trash can that's embedded into the medical store's window. Kosuke, they're giving you the runaround of the usual. Did he look did he have anyone with him? Was he the only one? Did this seem targeted? And just they keep going on about random different questions. But the first one is did it seem like there was anyone with him? Did he do this alone, etc.?
I tell him, as far as I can tell, the attack was unprompted and done by himself. But there was another shady guy trying to steal back a cat. I don't know if that's related.
Yeah, we got to report in on that earlier. We're getting that taken care of. This takes a little bit of precedence, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. All right, son. Well, it looks like you're in the clear too. Have a good day. Please be safe. Head on back to school. And he lets Kosuke just walk off.
All right.
There are now
Are
like
we
2 different cops that have moved over to Ichiro. Ichiro, one of them says, "Son, it says here in our records that you have no quirk registered. Am I to understand that this is a mistake?"
No, it just happened.
What do you mean it just happened?
These just grew.
They all look dumbfounded. One of them goes, "Sir, you attend UA, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you got into this school, the school known for having heroes without a quirk."
Based on my amazing grades, sir.
I see. And you hear one of them like, "Donato, can I talk to you for a second?" He's like, "Yeah, boss, what's up?" And they pull off for a side for like a little chat. And the cop down below you, or I guess to like the back of you, is like, "Listen, son, from what I can understand, you have a clean record, nothing on file. We might have to contact you at a later date, but from here on, I think you're free to go. We'll probably be in contact with your school." And he says, "I got your information, so please be safe."
Thank you.
I almost shrunk one of the fucking cops for some reason. Yeah, so you guys meet up again.
Oh my god, man.
We should just stay in our dorm rooms.
We should get out of here.
Yeah.
I would like to go home.
All
Rest
right.
your horns, huh?
You can
I don't know what's
take that
going
cone
on.
with you.
Oh,
You do
Yeah.
still have a cone on there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Forgot
impaled.
about
Neither of us are tall enough to get that for you.
No.
I
Kosuke,
got it.
Kosuke before his growth, how big was he? He was about like 6 feet.
You mean Ichiro? Not
Ichiro, sorry.
Yeah, about 6 feet.
He's a good like 6'4" now.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you guys just heading out of the mall?
Kosuke doesn't notice the height difference from down here.
It's been a while, so can't
How
imagine that.
tall is Kosuke?
Like he's actually like something not on my character sheet.
I think you were around like 5'4", 5'6".
It was probably like 5'6" or something.
So yeah, no, he's got like almost a full foot on you now. Does Homura notice the difference in height?
Yeah, she's like bead of sweat rolls down her temple, but that's really it.
All right. Carrying on. So you guys want to leave?
Yes, please.
All right. Head straight for the door. Are you catching a shuttle home or are you walking back?
I would like to take the bus.
Okay.
I don't want to walk anymore.
You've had a long day. It hasn't even been a full day yet. It's about reaching the afternoon, really. You guys get all the way outside and sit at the station. You hop on as well, or along with a few other kids that seem to have come with you today. And as you're passing, as you get onto the bus, I'll just use the dorm as reference. We do not have a bus station because it just goes to your school. As you're sitting in the bus, all of you are sitting down. Who sits next to who? For all intents and purposes, I need to know for a learning ability or a learning mistake.
How many seats are on each side of the bus?
It's 2 on each side.
Okay.
Homer immediately just like takes a seat next to a window.
Okay.
I'm guessing nobody can fit next to me.
Yeah. So that's where my question comes in. Is Homura sits down and Kosuke is like looking for a seat. Does Ichiro sit next to Homura or try to sit next to Kosuke?
Is there not a free seat?
It's not a 3-seater. I'm just saying, does he want to sit on him by himself, or is he aware of the fact that he can't sit by him or can't sit anywhere but by himself?
I think he's aware of the fact that he would just hit people with these.
Okay. So yeah, Kosuke, are you all sitting alone, or are you sitting next to Homura?
Yeah, I'll sit next to Homer.
All right. Ichiro, you sit down. Aisle seat?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
a little sad he can't sit next to his friends. He's like visibly bummed out.
Yeah,
You guys are
it's
sitting
like
in the
we have
row.
A third friend on the school bus.
Yeah.
The third guy's on like the very edge, leaning out into the hallway, so he can be a part of the conversation.
As you
Yeah,
sit
he wasn't
down,
me.
Ichiro, people begin to like pass by you, and every time, as you're sitting in the aisle seat, they pass by you, your horn gets snagged on one of them or pushes one of them, and it makes you turn your head sideways.
Like a rotary gate in an amusement park.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just-
sorry.
You hear like ding.
Ow.
Yeah, it's just like do, as people pass by you and force your head to the side. Do you want to discuss your abilities with people?
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk to
Kosuke and Homura.
Homer and Kosuke about just like what happened and how like I felt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this means for me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
I
you
mean-
just didn't have a quirk this whole time?
How would I not have known?
'Cause
These
you're-
seem a
There are
little
horns.
obvious.
maybe you're just stupid.
You might be
Just
onto
not-
something.
You're so
He just
mean to
never
him.
noticed them until this
Homer
point
is
in his
like-
life.
like low-key jealous
Mhm,
that he just sprouted a quirk out of nowhere
mhm.
and we're still quirkless, but she's trying to also be nice and supportive,
Mhm.
so it's just kind of coming out in a little passive-aggressive way,
That's okay.
like a smile with
How are we
malice
gonna
in
get
it.
dressed?
These are all good questions.
It's terrible! Do these go away? Wait, no, like, are these permanent? Is this like a full-on heteromorph?
Yeah. You just have horns now. I hope you like button-ups.
I can never wear a t-shirt again. This
Well-
is gonna be, like, truly distressful.
They aren't like sticking out like 3 feet from your head, but they're a good like 1.5 off of your head.
Like, they're each a 1.5 feet long.
Yeah, they're not straight out. They're more of like they look a little like longhorns. Except they
That's
do
kind of what I was picturing.
Yeah, they do have a little curve towards the tips where it goes forward.
Makes sense.
Like a Spanish bull. Here I can give
Okay,
you
so they're facing forward.
but they're a little bit longer than they are farther out.
Okay.
Okay,
I think I can imagine what that looks like.
is he like investigating them?
He's just been like touching them and like trying to get like a grasp of them this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Do Kosuke or Homura touch them?
Yes.
They can if they want. He has no problem with them touching them.
Okay. Are they like grabbing at it, or are they just Touch
like
him.
Homer's gonna
rubbing like a
slap one.
genie lamp.
who okay, I have to ask, who is the person that grabs both of them and then like shakes his head?
Probably
That's-
Homura.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like
I was
Homer.
thinking she'd start like slapping them, and then once she realizes they're solid,
Mhm.
she's gonna shake them around a bit.
Ooh.
All right.
Rattle him.
I'm
You-
assuming I'm dizzy now.
Yeah. You can hear the sound of like something rattling inside.
The marble that is my brain. So are these made of like bone?
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. You kind of feel the residual like not pain, but like the shock of the situation very clearly helped you through growing these and having these split from your skull.
I'm assuming this would normally be a pretty painful process to
You'd
have
be
anything
right.
sprout from you.
You'd be right.
Youch.
Yeah, as you're touching them you can feel that they're like really truly connected to your skull. And as this is finally finishing off, you hear like the soft as the bus pulls into the main area of your school. Of course, the gates of UA. Everybody hops off, and you can see that there's a kid in a few rows in front of you who just like didn't get up.
What do you mean?
So the bus is like stopping. You guys are still having your talk, and everyone in front of you and on like the lines of the bus have gotten up and left. There is one boy who's looking down at his lap, and he's just not getting up.
Maybe he's sleepy.
Are you guys hopping off? Are you ready to get off?
Yeah, I mean we're here. We might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you're passing by him, you can see that he has a Rubik's Cube in his hand, and he's pulling the pieces off and putting them like at his side. And as soon as he finishes it, he starts putting them together so that it's completed.
It's a good idea. A lot of people used to do that. Ichiro just whispers like "smart kid" as he walks by.
He does not react, and just continues to let you pass by and continues slapping pieces onto this Rubik's Cube.
All right, I hope he has fun.
All right, yeah, you walk past the front gates of UA. This isn't anything you haven't seen before. This giant, luxurious school offers all sorts of amenities to those who are quirk-enabled and attending UA's general course, and more so the hero course and supporting course, and every other course but the general course. But you know what? You guys made it. You guys are back at UA after a very tough and stressful day.
Yay!
As you pass by, people who know you are giving Kosuke and Homura the normal glare of like, ugh, here's the weirdos. But as people are passing Ichiro, people are going like, whoa, Ichiro, what are those?
He has no. He's just like all this attention is kind of new to him, and he has no idea what to do.
A flurry of girls have approached him from his general course class, and they're like grabbing at his horns and pulling his head side to side.
Ow, oh,
They've
ow.
they've pulled you down about a foot, like you're crouching now. You can just realistically stand back up.
I mean, he's not gonna like push through people because he's like, he just wants them to like.
Yeah,
I guess see what's going on. He understands.
these are kids that have known you for just a few days, and all of a sudden, as you stand back up to like keep moving, like two girls are hanging on your horns. You don't feel any pain in this, and you don't feel any need to struggle. Like this is like carrying a bag of groceries. You stand up and they're like, "Whoa!" And they lift off the ground and they're like kind of holding it like a pull-up bar, and they're like, "Ichiro, when did you get so tall?"
I don't know. I think it was a growth spurt.
They let go and you can hear them kind of like shoes hit the ground, and they're like, "That's amazing." And they're like,
Thank you.
"We'll see you around. Maybe
yeah, we
maybe
go
you
to the same school together.
All right, and like a bunch of them give you like a genuine wave goodbye.
Bye. That was weird, and he's just gonna like try and get back to his room now.
Okay, yeah, Kosuke Homura, you watched a bunch of people.
Homer is just watching and just being a little bitter, like mumbling to herself.
How does a spotlight feel, buddy?
I don't like it.
Kosuke says with bitterness. No.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Yeah.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Like he's got the closed eyes smile. He's like, wow. Cool. All right. You guys make it back into your dorm, and it is still early in the day. It's about 6 o'clock. Yeah, dude. You guys are sitting in the common room. None of you bought anything for the room.
Oh
Those
yeah.
those of you who bought things last session, they are now up in your room. If you want to give yourself any bonuses. Yeah. Kosuke, Homura, how, in retrospect, how are they fully taking this change in life?
I mean, like confused, but pretty excited,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. Like happy for Ichiro, genuinely.
Yeah, there's love, but there's also some, not disdain specifically, but you know. You guys all get back into your rooms and are able to take a breather. Ichiro,
Can
as
he fit in his bed?
could you before?
God.
Barely.
Your like from your ankle, I guess a little bit above your ankle, about like 2 or 3 inches of your ankle are now hanging off the bed.
This is awful.
I hate this. Does he immediately try on any of his clothes?
He like opens his drawers and he's like looking for anything that he can still put on.
He's scrambling. What is he just like, no, no?
There's fear.
I see. You pull off you pull out like a big t-shirt that you have, and I need you to give me a check to see if you can put this on.
Oh God. Okay.
Give me a precision check. This is
That's gonna be. Oh God.
it's Draco. Wait, it's Draco Square X. And there's a picture of like a dude with really sharp blonde hair and 8 squares with stars in them that are orange around him, and he's got his arms like in a forming a ball formation on the shirt. It's like one of his favorite shirts, I'm assuming.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. Kosuke, Homura, you guys can see through the doorway as he's very carefully, like one of those games, Careful, where you have the ring of metal and you're trying to get it through the entire course, and if it touches anything, it zaps you.
Yeah.
And he's got his one arm in the shirt, one arm out. He's carrying himself very carefully. He pulls the headpiece open, brings one of his horns into it, slowly gets it over his head, starts moving to get the other horn in, and it gets caught on the rim, like the far end of his other horn's peak.
Oh!
The shirt is like entirely propped up by his horn right now, so his whole under like bust is like exposed. You can just see his stomach. And now his tail is just like swaying at his back.
He's kind of like sobbing at this point.
He falls onto his butt, and the entire dorm goes like, go.
Homer feels a little better about herself now.
So evil.
I don't know what to do.
Does anyone want to help him try and put the shirt on?
No.
She said,
Please.
makes popcorn.
Kosuke will help him.
It's a reluctant help.
Oh, wait, like
Like his
We're
head's.
just openly watching him.
Yeah, you're just watching him through the door,
Oh, okay. I thought we were like
peeking in the doorway.
sneakily watching him.
No. You like he ran into the dorm, and like opened his door and like went straight for his clothes. You guys are kind of like leaned up in the doorway. Kosuke, can you give me can you both give me a combo check to see if you can get this shirt on him?
Yeah, okay.
So both of you roll combo.
Six.
I got a 4.
Okay, but someone has
Wait,
a
doesn't that work?
charisma.
Wait,
Someone has a charisma of 2.
That works. Yeah.
That works. So Kosuke, you go to the other side of his t-shirt, and you lean back with both hands on the rim of the shirt's like head hole, and you pull it finally around his body. One of the things that didn't really come into account is the size change. Yeah, the horns are bad. So you pull this shirt down on him, and it gets to the bottom of his waist, but you can see that it is immensely tight. He kind of looks like a guy, like an older man wearing like a size medium shirt, where it's like you can very clearly see the definition of his whole body, and the shirt short sleeves are like bulging with his arms. Ichiro, you're in the shirt. Is he celebrating?
yeah, but it's like, it's just setting in now how difficult this is going to become for him.
Yeah, he's standing there, and both of his arms aren't like at his side. They're like kind of lifted up because of how tight the shirt is. And he kind of just like does he like sit down, or is he like trying to take it all in?
He's just kind of like, yeah, he's trying to take it in. He's sitting down on his bed.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely take a breather if you guys want to heal up about a D4 and just take a small rest.
Snooze.
Rest smallly.
All right. You guys can also sleep like on the couch. You don't have to sleep like in your beds or anything. Kosuke, Homura, do you guys want to do anything other than nap?
Not particularly.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Maybe read my volume of
Of
what was it, cornucopia.
cornucopia instead of fruits basket.
I thought it was we were gonna make it veggie basket.
Veggie basket, something akin to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you pull it out, and there's like the picture of all of the girl and the main guy on the cover. You like sneak it into your room. And do we hear the like 7-bolt slam?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Every single lock gets turned.
Let me see if this works. Oh. Oh, I was gonna see if I could get, of like, you guys hear her walk into her. Oh, you hear her walking in as like.
It's locked.
Target locked. Jesus. It auto played the next video, which was a target locked. But yeah, just a lot of like, over and over
she's
and
like, "Well,
over.
See you guys soon. And then that.
And then yeah. Just-
I guess Ichiro's kind of, gotten used to it now. Settled down. The adrenaline left his system since the fight.
Mm-hmm. So Kosuke, what are you doing while everyone else is resting for the moment?
Now that you mention it, I don't know where Kosuke went.
Oh, is he not there physically?
Yeah.
Ah, then he might be going to the bathroom. I'll take that as he's definitely just going to take a rest. A few hours pass, and it now falls to nightfall. Ichiro, you hear the sound of footsteps coming from outside of your door, and then, or like the door to the dorm, not to your specific singular room door, and then you hear a knocking reverberate through the area of your common room.
Can I go check it out?
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as you open the door, there appears to be no one standing directly at your eye height.
Are they below my eye height?
You look down and you see that there is a very crotchety old woman who's like standing at a solid 3 feet. She's got a like a needle injection like walking cane, and she's got an eye mask covering her eyes with a dark tint of blue. You can tell that this is a recovery girl. And she goes, "I'm just gonna step in," and she just like moves right between your legs and comes into your dorm.
How can I help you?
She goes, come here," and she sits down at your dorm's couch. And there's no couch at the other end of the dorm table, so you just kind of stand there. Or do you? You can also just get.
Yeah, he's just kind of standing awkwardly.
She goes, "So I heard somebody got a quirk today."
What gave you that idea?
Well, I got several reports on my desk of a student filed under no quirk coming in with a quirk. And she like steps up onto the table and she like gestures you to come down to her level.
He does.
She goes, "Now let's get this solved." And she grabs his cheeks with a pinch and like jerks his head a little bit, and then like pats his head. And she goes over the basics. So she gives you Ichiro a full physical in the room. She has tools that she's brought with her. And this, if you want to, Alex, you can. Is Alec back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Alex, if you want to explain your quirk now, you can. She's asking you the preliminaries of like, how do you feel? Are you all right? Do you feel any different? Do you feel any weaker? Do you feel any stronger? Do you feel sick? Etc. And the circumstances in which you had manifested, obviously. Do you want to give your quirk, give off your quirk information to them?
Yeah. I felt it happen when we were fighting at the mall, and it just kind of grew.
Do you want to share your stats for your quirk that I had sent to you?
Yes.
So when you manifest, you get a set of abilities and super moves. Super moves, I'll have to differentiate on his sheet, but you can show off what you have for abilities. And you can also rename your quirk if you want to use the quirk name that I provided, that's fine.
Well, so for reference, the name Grant gave was Horniture.
Mhm.
That's a really big word. Ichiro doesn't know it.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming that Recovery Girl offers that, but Kosuke is, or not Kosuke, Ichiro is allowed to suggest any name that he feels is correct.
What about Matador?
He's got a tail too, though, not just horns.
Mm-hmm.
Bull. You don't know. I like the sound of Matador.
All right. So you can name your quirk Matador. What are your abilities with your quirk? Or your beginning abilities?
I have bull mode. I can succeed a strength roll once per day, like without checking it. Hard hitter. All starter level power based attacks gain a dice of damage. So
Nice.
is that any punch attack? What is that?
Any punch attack.
Wow. Okay. And then rampage. Tackle has a base damage of 10. Oh, okay. That's actually really useful. Is that in addition to the power plus speed check?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, this is kind of brutal.
Mm-hmm.
So
So your obviously your quirk scales off of all of your quirks can scale off of different things, but like depending on what you go in and increase, you may gain new abilities, etc. You do from here on out have the ability to you don't have the ability to manifest any changes to your quirk at the moment. For that's not yet, but you can still study and improve your abilities given or gain new abilities based on studying your quirk or practicing with your quirk.
Ichiro's definitely going to spend time kind of perfecting this, trying to find out ways to make it more useful and less of a hindrance.
He's a little late in the game, but the horns are a new welcome addition to his already gigantic physique.
Yeah, he's taking it in stride. I mean, obviously, anybody would be happy to just have a quirk, really, in like any capacity.
Truly. Yeah. So recovery girl finishes her once over with you, and she stops for a moment. She goes, Ichiro, you seem like a good boy.
Well, thank you.
I think this is a sign. And she stops and puts a hand on his shoulder and says, not often are people who are as good as you gifted with such strong quirks. You should use it for good. And she gives him a peck on the cheek, and he is now at full health.
Yay!
And as she's walking out, gives a hand, and she's like, if you need anything, you know where my office is. And she leaves outside your dorm.
That was really stressful.
Yeah.
I'd say, and I was just watching.
All right.
I guess Ichiro's just gonna kind of check in on the other two, and because I mean, since the fight, we really hadn't like sat down for a moment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, other than like the bus, but there was no real like talk.
Yeah. I have no idea what to say. I just kind of want to check in on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Kosuke, Homer, are you both just in your... I know Homer is in her room, but Kosuke, was he just like hanging out with the door open, or was he also just kind of...
Yeah, I was like in the living room on the couch. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just like, man, congrats again. This is insane.
Thank you. I don't know what to do with them. I'll be honest.
No, it's fair. Is Kosuke kind of being evident of the fact that he's a little jealous?
He's a little jealous, but I want to say he's being more sincere than he is being jealous.
Is he glancing up at Ichiro's horns every now and then?
Yeah, of course. Pretty constantly.
Yeah, Ichiro can really see it. No one's really like hiding it. Like, it's not meant to be offensive, but you can see that Ichiro can see that Kosuke keeps giving his horns like a second glance, or like a side glance. And he knows that Homuro's locked away. There's no, I don't know how to describe.
In her mind palace.
Yeah, just meditating. Do you want to call it a night, or do you want to see if you can chat with Homura?
Yeah, I guess I'd like to see how she feels from the day.
All right. Yeah, you lay a knock on that door, and how does Homura react?
Well, first she's gonna poke one eyeball out.
Well, first she has to unlock the 70
undoes-
locks,
Yeah.
and then the string lock that she
It
still
takes
got
like
on.
30 seconds of just like
Untrap.
unlocking noises before she appears.
He like checks his watch.
Hey, how's everything going?
Fine.
Stressful day, huh?
Yeah.
Ichiro's, I mean, he's checking in on his friends, but it's also kind of a cry for, assistance. He has no idea how to, like, handle the events of today.
Is he the kind of person that like sticks his head into the like doorway if someone slightly opens it?
No, I mean, he's not gonna, like, barge in.
No, but like puts his head up against the door.
Oh, yeah,
after it's
definitely.
he's got like his horns, and they stop him from moving any closer to the door crack. Does she
Wow.
unlock it?
Those things sure get in the way, don't they?
Yeah! I
Ugh.
don't know what to do with him.
Not sure what to tell you here.
Kind of fucked.
Maybe
I
you should just be
understand.
grateful you have a quirk.
Slams the door. Damn.
No, she's not that mad.
Fair.
She'll get over it like overnight. Back to normal.
All right. You guys, is Ichiro a little tired today?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is everyone good for the night? You guys want to
Yeah, I
call it a
think-
night? Maybe watch
I
a
think-
movie.
I
Wha-
think I should go to sleep.
Maybe watch some anime
Yeah.
on the common room TV that's like it's provided, but like it's really bad quality. You're watching it on like a CCTV. You
What
guys
kind of anime do we have access to? What's like in season right now?
word girl. No, I'd say right now it's an assault on Colossus kind of season, you know.
Yes.
There's you know, just Inspector Noken. Like the usuals are available.
You know, this show's been going on for so
Like,
long.
really, like 700 episodes to 1,000.
It's ridiculous.
The night ends pretty quickly. You guys just call it a night. Ichiro, while you're preparing for bed, a few different men from services, like student services, come in, and they bring in like a few other boxes with a futon mat on them, and they line it up with your bed so that you're able to get your full body on the bed.
Thank you so much.
They give you an additional section of bed to lay on.
This is great.
So everyone going to bed tonight, is there any like retrospective emotions that they're feeling? Is there unnerve in this dorm, or is it relief that the day is over?
There's a little bit of looming unnerve with the fact that there was another guy with black goo on his face.
Mm.
But that's what
Yeah.
Kosuke is thinking about.
Fair enough. Homura,
Homura kind of pieced that together too.
something's up.
She's like, oh shit. We
Uh,
might be in danger in the future.
Ichiro, do you usually sleep like on your side?
No.
Okay.
The bed was already like forcing him to sleep on his back. So luckily that's already all set.
You can see like with your pillow, there's an indent for your head, and then there's an indent for the like the horns that come out to the side.
They don't like he has to like pull his bed away from the wall, so his horns don't smack into it.
Fair enough. All right. Bedtime, and the night cometh. Snore. Me, 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 me. You. The day comes. Everyone's gone to bed at a decent time, and that is when everyone hears their favorite daily noise. Ichiro. Who's the first to wake up on this day?
Definitely Ichiro.
You hear the sound of like glass shattering as he opens his eyes.
Yeah, Kosuke and Ichiro actually get up at the same time, and Kosuke is surprised that he's awake this early.
Kosuke's got
Hey,
his like
buddy,
morning
excited for the
tea.
new day?
Yeah, I guess so. Seems you are.
Of course.
Donk.
Don't. Yeah,
He, like-
every so often he's just like hitting things. He's like not used to the new profile of his body.
No. You guys have your first day of class today.
Ooh.
So the way that class works in My Hero Class 1C is not you guys as characters, but you guys as people. So the rest of you get up, and by the rest of you, I mean Homura slinks out of bed, what, like an hour after them?
Yeah.
Everyone's fully dressed, and you guys make for the halls. The halls are full of like excited students heading to classes all over. Kids are piling into doorways. Kids are hanging out outside of doorways. They're sliding in, sliding out. There's kids that are dropping like erasers full of chalk on the top of the like door so that when it opens, you guys take your seats in class, and there is a bunch of different people that look astounded as they all turn and see Kosuke, Homura, and Ichiro enter, because as soon as Ichiro walks in the doorway, you hear like a dunk, hits his head. You hear,
Is he like? I imagine he's struggling to get through the door frame.
yeah, it's like a boom.
Do UA not have absurdly big doors for this?
No, they do. He's just like it's Ichiro. He's huge.
Fair.
A few of the younger students in class are like looking at Ichiro, and they're whispering amongst themselves. You guys take your seats in the back, and you hear a ahem. Let's begin. And a man in a uniform, all like suit and tie, black suit, silver undershirt, and red tie. His slick back black hair and his oval-shaped glasses hang over his nose as he reads into a book. And now, so the way that class works is that every Thursday in our game, I'm going to ask you guys a question about My Hero lore. If you get this right, I'll give you a bonus for the day. You guys ready for this
Sorry,
question?
guys, but I'm winning.
Yeah.
Question. All Might underwent 4 major ages during his time as a hero. Which of these is not an era of All Might's reign? Question 1's answer. 1. The Silver Age. 2. The Bronze Age. Or 3. The Golden Age.
Ding ding ding.
Bronze.
Everyone's answers? Obviously. Fucking.
Bronze.
Bronze.
Yeah. Well, I guess we all get a bonus.
Well, no. Homura gets a bonus for the day.
Yeah.
But here we go.
What kind of bonus?
You get a +1 to quirk education.
Yeah.
The class goes on for a couple more, some odd like an hour or two, and you guys lull yourselves to an almost sleep-like state in the back as the teacher reiterates a bunch of bullshit about quirk society, about villains and heroes, and about modern-day history. And just before you're able to snap into that sleep, the bell begins to ring, and you hear a cacophony of sighs, relief, washing over the entire class, as it is time for lunch. You all begin to move for the classroom door and maneuvering the halls with haste. It's never good to be
fuck
late
yes.
for lunch, especially when lunch rush is cooking, and it would be a genuine fight to make it to the front of the line. So you guys are like the last ones out of the door. And here, we are going to end it off our favorite kind of bell, which is the lunch bell. Yeah, the scene plays out, and it's just with, oh, thank God, and kids just ramming themselves to get out of the door quicker. Are you guys ready for some lunch next week?
I'm so
am.
hungry.
So ready.
All right. Well, if you're here, thank you for being here. It has been a wonderful week, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
By next week, we will.
Plus Ultra.
Thanks for coming.
Next week, we will also have a change in sprites, so don't be worried when you see Ichiro with some horns. Thank you so much, and good night.